Today, I will share important information with you about how to get rid of kidney stones. Kidney stones are a painful and discomforting condition that negatively affects the quality of life for many people. So how can we get rid of these stones? Which methods are effective? And which foods and habits can help prevent stone formation? We will discuss all of these in this video. If you are suffering from kidney stones or want to maintain your kidney health, don't forget to watch our video until the end. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so that you can be instantly informed about the latest health-related updates. If you're ready, let's get started. To prevent the formation of kidney stones and facilitate the passing of existing stones, drinking plenty of water is crucial. Water helps your kidneys work more efficiently and assists in flushing out minerals and salts that can lead to stone formation through urine. It is recommended that an average adult should drink at least 8-10 glasses, approximately 2.5 liters of water per day. However, this amount may need to be increased in situations such as hot weather conditions, intense physical activities, or high levels of sweating. Starting your day by drinking a glass of water can kickstart your metabolism and activate your kidneys. Carrying a water bottle with you throughout the day can serve as a reminder to stay hydrated. You can also install applications on your phone to remind you to drink water and make drinking water a habit at specific intervals. If you find plain water difficult to drink, you can add flavor to it by infusing it with fresh mint leaves, lemon slices, or cucumber slices to make it more enjoyable. Monitoring the color of your urine is one of the best ways to determine if you're drinking enough water. Light yellow urine usually indicates that you are adequately hydrated. Caffeinated beverages and alcoholic drinks, which have diuretic effects, can lead to water loss from the body. When consuming such beverages, remember to increase your water intake. By increasing water consumption, you can support your kidneys and reduce the risk of kidney stone formation. Remember, regular and adequate water intake is one of the most important steps for healthy kidneys. Lemon juice is known as a natural remedy that can help prevent the formation of kidney stones and facilitate the easier passing of existing stones. The main reason for this is the high content of citric acid in lemon. Citric acid can inhibit the formation of kidney stones and help break down existing stones into smaller fragments. How does citric acid work? Citric acid helps prevent the formation of kidney stones by increasing the pH level of urine. Additionally, it can dissolve or halt the growth of calcium oxalate and calcium phosphate crystals, which accumulate in the kidneys and contribute to stone formation in the form of citrate salts. Tips for consuming lemon juice. Start your day by adding the juice of half a freshly squeezed lemon to a glass of warm water every morning. This cleanses your kidneys and supports urinary tract health throughout the day. Drinking lemon water before meals supports digestion and enhances its preventive effect against kidney stone formation. Mixing a tablespoon of lemon juice with a tablespoon of olive oil and consuming it several times a week can help with the passage of kidney stones. This mixture facilitates the easier expulsion of stones through the urinary tract. Using fresh lemon instead of bottled lemon juices allows you to obtain the maximum benefit from natural citric acid. Practical recipes. Add the juice of 2 freshly squeezed lemons to a pitcher of water. By adding fresh mint leaves and a teaspoon of honey, you can prepare a natural and healthy lemonade. This provides both a refreshing beverage and kidney protection. Herbal lemon tea. You can add a few drops of fresh lemon juice to herbal teas such as green tea or chamomile tea to add flavor and support your kidney health. Stomach sensitivity. If you have stomach sensitivity or acid reflux, consuming lemon juice may cause heartburn. In this case, remember to consume lemon juice more diluted or consult your doctor. Consuming lemon juice is a natural and effective method to prevent the formation of kidney stones and facilitate the passage of existing stones. Drinking lemon water regularly not only preserves your kidney health but also contributes positively to your overall well-being. Don't forget to incorporate lemon water into your daily routine for a healthy lifestyle. Be mindful of oxalate-containing foods. Why is oxalate important? Oxalate is a compound naturally found in some foods and plays a significant role in the formation of kidney stones. Oxalate can combine with calcium in urine to form calcium oxalate crystals. These crystals can grow over time and eventually turn into kidney stones. Therefore, limiting the consumption of foods high in oxalate content is an important step in reducing the risk of kidney stones. Some common foods high in oxalate content include spinach. Spinach has a high oxalate content, so it is recommended that individuals at risk of kidney stones limit their spinach intake. Beets. Both beets and beet greens also have high oxalate content. Chocolate, especially dark chocolate, is rich in oxalate. Tea. Black tea and some herbal teas contain oxalate. Nuts and seeds. Nuts such as almonds, Hazelnuts, walnuts, and seeds like chia and sesame are high in oxalate. Rhubarb, another vegetable with very high oxalate content. Sweet potatoes. Opting for sweet potatoes instead of regular potatoes can increase your oxalate intake. Being mindful of foods high in oxalate and moderating their consumption can help reduce the risk of kidney stone formation. Tips for reducing oxalate intake. Limit oxalate. Containing foods, limit the consumption of foods with high oxalate content as listed above. This can help reduce the risk of kidney stone formation. Consume oxalate with calcium. When consuming oxalate-containing foods, consuming them alongside calcium-rich foods can reduce oxalate absorption. For example, adding yogurt to spinach dishes can be beneficial. Use cooking methods that reduce oxalate. Boiling or steaming vegetables with high oxalate content can reduce oxalate levels. Especially consuming vegetables like spinach by boiling them can decrease oxalate intake. Suggestions: choose leafy green vegetables. Instead of spinach, opt for leafy green vegetables with low oxalate content. Vegetables such as lettuce, arugula, and curly endive are good alternatives. Alternative protein sources. Instead of nuts high in oxalate content, choose legumes and low oxalate seeds as protein sources. Reduce tea consumption. Opt for herbal teas instead of black tea, or limit tea consumption altogether. While limiting oxalate intake, pay attention to a balanced and varied diet. Don't neglect to get other nutrients your body needs. By controlling the consumption of foods high in oxalate, you can reduce the risk of kidney stone formation. These simple dietary changes will help you maintain kidney health and contribute to your overall well-being. Pay attention to calcium intake. A large portion of kidney stones are calcium oxalate stones. Therefore, controlling calcium intake is an important step. However, a common misconception is that calcium intake needs to be completely reduced. In fact, getting an adequate amount of calcium through diet can prevent kidney stone formation. Calcium can reduce stone formation in the kidneys by inhibiting the absorption of oxalate from the intestines. Adequate calcium intake prevents oxalate from being absorbed into the kidneys, thereby reducing the risk of stone formation. Opt for natural sources of calcium. Dairy products such as yogurt, milk, and cheese are rich in calcium. Consuming these regularly can help meet your daily calcium needs. Other foods containing calcium include leafy green vegetables, broccoli, kale, almonds, and calcium-fortified foods, orange juice, tofu. If you're considering calcium supplements, be sure to consult your doctor. Excessive calcium supplementation can increase the risk of kidney stones. Take calcium with meals. Consuming calcium with meals can reduce the binding and absorption of oxalate. For example, consuming calcium-containing foods with oxalate-rich meals can be beneficial. Get adequate but moderate calcium intake. Aim to consume enough calcium to meet your daily calcium needs, but be careful not to overdo it. Typically, the daily calcium requirement for adults is between 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams. Consuming too much calcium, especially through calcium supplements, can increase the risk of kidney stones. Strive to balance calcium intake through natural foods. Adequate intake of vitamin D is also important for the effective absorption of calcium by the body. You can get vitamin D from sunlight, vitamin D-rich foods, fatty fish, egg yolks, and vitamin D supplements when necessary. Consider calcium and magnesium balance. While increasing calcium intake, consider the balance of magnesium as well. Magnesium helps the body utilize calcium properly and can reduce the risk of kidney stones. The balance between calcium and phosphorus is also important for kidney health. You can maintain this balance by avoiding processed foods high in phosphorus. Individual calcium needs may vary. Especially individuals with a history of kidney stones should adjust their calcium intake according to doctor or dietitian recommendations. Individuals with impaired kidney function should carefully regulate calcium intake and follow their doctor's recommendations. By managing calcium intake correctly, you can reduce the risk of kidney stones and maintain kidney health. This involves consuming natural sources of calcium and using supplements under doctor's advice when necessary. Balance protein intake. High protein diets can increase the risk of kidney stone formation. Particularly, animal proteins can elevate calcium and uric acid levels in urine, paving the way for stone formation. Therefore, balancing protein intake is important for kidney health. Protein is a fundamental building block of the body and should be consumed in adequate amounts, but excessive protein intake can increase the risk of kidney stones. Opting for plant-based protein sources instead of animal proteins can help maintain kidney health. When balancing protein intake, Pay attention to portion control. The daily protein requirement for an adult is typically around 0.8 grams per kilogram. This amount may vary based on individual needs, so adjustments should be made according to doctor or dietitian recommendations. While limiting the consumption of animal protein sources such as meat, poultry, and fish, you can incorporate plant-based protein sources like legumes and tofu into your diet. This can reduce the burden on the kidneys and lower the risk of stone formation. By increasing water consumption, you can balance the effects of protein intake on the kidneys. Adequate water intake helps flush out waste that can lead to urinary stone formation. Increasing water intake when increasing protein consumption can be effective in maintaining kidney health. Additionally, reducing salt intake can prevent protein-related stone formation. Excessive salt consumption can contribute to stone formation by increasing calcium levels in the urine. Therefore, limiting salt usage in meals and avoiding processed foods is important. While balancing your diet, do not neglect other food groups. Consider carbohydrate and fat intake along with protein intake. A balanced diet supports overall health and prevents the formation of kidney stones. Individuals with a history of kidney stones should follow doctor or dietitian recommendations when limiting protein intake. Dietary changes made considering personal nutritional needs and health conditions can help maintain kidney health. Reduce salt intake. Consuming high amounts of salt can increase the risk of kidney stone formation. Sodium can lead to the concentration of calcium and other minerals in the urine, contributing to stone formation. Therefore, reducing your salt intake is important for maintaining kidney health. To reduce salt intake, you can follow these tips. Avoid processed foods. Processed foods often contain high levels of sodium. Reduce or replace processed foods such as ready meals, chips, salami, and sausages with fresh natural foods whenever possible. Avoid adding salt. Instead of adding salt to cooked meals, use salt-free spices and herbs to flavor your food. You can also use natural flavorings like lemon juice, mustard, or vinegar. Be mindful of meat and seafood selection. Most commercially available meats and seafood are preserved in salty water. Therefore, opt for unsalted or low-sodium options whenever possible. Avoid salty snacks. Reduce or replace salty snacks like chips and crackers with healthier alternatives. For example, you can choose unsalted nuts or fresh vegetables. Reducing salt intake is an important step in maintaining kidney health. By following these tips, you can decrease your daily salt intake and thereby reduce the risk of kidney stone formation. Regular exercise not only improves your overall health, but also supports kidney health. Exercise helps you maintain a healthy weight and prevents obesity. Obesity can increase the risk of kidney stone formation, so it's important to maintain a healthy weight. Moreover, regular exercise regulates blood pressure and increases blood circulation. This helps the kidneys function better and efficiently removes waste products. Exercise also preserves bone health, thereby preventing the formation of calcium stones. While exercising, remember to drink enough water to dilute your urine and replace the fluid lost when sweating. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise or 75 minutes of vigorous aerobic exercise per week to maintain a regular exercise program. Additionally, strong muscles and a flexible body reduce the risk of injury and enhance exercise performance. Therefore, don't forget to include strength training and stretching exercises in your exercise routine. Before starting an exercise regimen, especially if you have a chronic health condition or have not exercised before, it's important to consult a doctor. A suitable exercise plan and a regular exercise routine can support kidney health and reduce the risk of kidney stone formation. Dear viewers, today we shared important ways to get rid of kidney stones and maintain your kidney health. You understand how crucial it is to follow these steps to protect your health and improve your quality of life. Each of us can preserve our kidney health by adopting healthy habits and making informed choices. Remember, a healthy lifestyle not only impacts your kidney health, but also your overall well-being positively. By adhering to fundamental principles such as nutrition, exercise, adequate water intake, and stress management, you can lead a healthier and happier life. Prioritize your kidney health and take care of yourself. Remember, health is the greatest wealth. Wishing you healthy days ahead.